The Samsung Galaxy S8 hit stores in early 2017, so it makes sense that we're hearing about the Samsung Galaxy S9, as it might only be months away. The rumors are coming thick and fast for what the new phone will look like and feature, so we've rounded up the best of them here, as well as answering some key questions. And below all that you'll find our wish list of the various things we most want from Samsung's next flagship. We so far know little about when the Samsung Galaxy S9 will be announced, so we'll just have to go off what Samsung has done in the past. Samsung announced the Galaxy S8 in late March, so we'd expect it will follow up with the Galaxy S9 roughly a year later, at the end of March 2018. But it was late in announcing the Galaxy S8 in 2017, the company waited about a month longer than normal, so it's possible that the S9 will land around the end of February, in which case it might be launched at Mobile World Congress 2018, as that's likely to take place at that sort of time. Recent rumors state that, due to the fact the OLED screens that are likely to be used in the phones are being created earlier than usual, the Galaxy S9 will launch in January, but that would seem far too early for many reasons, not least because people who bought the S8 wouldn't be eligible to upgrade to it right away. However, we've also now heard that the Galaxy S9 might be teased in January, but then launched a little later, which is more believable. What we can safely predict is that the Samsung Galaxy S9 is sure to be expensive, as the Galaxy S8 launched at $720, £689, $1,199 Australian dollars. Not much is known about the Samsung Galaxy S9, but some sources claim the company has been working on the phone for a while. The Bell reports unnamed industry sources saying that Samsung has been hard at work on the display panels for the Galaxy S9 since late March 2017. If true, that's apparently about 6 months earlier than usual. Samsung and Qualcomm have also started working on a new mobile chip according to the investor. The chip is apparently likely to be called the Snapdragon 845, up from the Snapdragon 835 found in some versions of the Galaxy S8, and is supposedly going to be used in the Samsung Galaxy S9. The Snapdragon 845's use has again been rumored, this time by a reasonably reliable source, so it's looking likely. So far we don't know anything about the power or performance of the Snapdragon 845 chipset, but we'd wager it won't be the only one Samsung uses, with a new Exynos chip likely headed to S9 handsets in some parts of the world. And speaking of a new Exynos chip, Samsung has now unveiled the Exynos 9810, which is likely to be used in the S9 outside of the US. It includes an LTE modem which supports theoretical download speeds of 1.2 Gbps, faster than any other phone, meaning you could potentially download an HD movie within just 10 seconds. However, it seems unlikely that we'll get 6 GB of RAM inside, which is what many smartphone brands, especially Asian ones, are doing, with Samsung apparently set to stick with the much more sensible 4 GB spec instead. That's a claim that's been echoed by a recent benchmark for the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, but it's slightly surprising given that the Galaxy Note 8 has 6 GB of RAM. The benchmark is questionable though, as while it lists the Exynos 9810 chipset, which is likely to be used, along with Android Oreo, the actual scores achieved by the phone in the benchmark are far lower than we'd expect from a Samsung flagship, so the listing could be fake. Elsewhere, it seems one of the big chipset developments may allow the company to include a much bigger battery. A new report suggests Samsung will now use substrate-like PCB tech that will allow the Exynos chipset manufacturer to include a bigger battery without increasing the size of the processor. That may mean the extra battery won't be on the Qualcomm Snapdragon-toting Galaxy S9, but it could mean big improvements for those who get the Exynos version. One of the big issues with the Samsung Galaxy S8 was the fact the fingerprint sensor was shoved to the back of the phone, after rumors abounded that the reader was supposed to go under the display's glass, but it just didn't work. However, the new Qualcomm fingerprint sensor can sit below quite thick displays, and OLED technology, used in Samsung flagship phones, was specifically mentioned. All of that points to the Samsung Galaxy S9 having fingerprint sensing technology below the glass. Then again, one tipster claims an in-screen scanner isn't in the cards, as does another recent report, so don't count on that feature just yet.